Hey, come on. I don't know why they mad at me. Is it cause I rock hoodie and jeans? Is it cause I rock these rated tees? Is it cause I do it for my team? Let's F and O. Let's go. F and O. Let's F turn it up. Let the energy flow. Vibes are high. Let's go. We ready to know. You already know. Let's F rock and show. Let's F. Oh. Heal. Let's F and oh.
Oh,
Let's go. Scott, what's up, man?
what's up? How you doing?
Whew. Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling good.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired today, but I got enough energy for this.
Yep. The people let the people know, man, we're doing this for y'all. We definitely like this is it was a long day today. Mondays usually suck, you know.
Yeah,
Always want to call out every Monday.
I know. Monday is admin day.
Yeah, that's right. But it feels like, man, I could never stay at the office. It's always something.
Yeah,
Just
I
gotta
always stay there.
man, today I was a plan and then I had to take medication and all that good stuff. But fun.
Yep,
But it's gotta be done.
it does have to be done.
Yep, shout out to everybody watching. We got Jeff in the building. I appreciate it. Jeff, we'll have you on one of these shows too. And we are not promoting arguments or anything like that. We are at peace. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We're at peace this week, but you see the title, Brick Wall Syndrome. And it's not just a one-sided thing too, because I could be my boy Marcus Banks in the building. I could be pretty brick-headed myself sometimes too. I don't know
Oh,
about
sure.
I know about you, Scott, but I could
Oh, all
be
day, all
I could be
day.
I could be a little stubborn, sometimes.
Yeah, I told you I'm a Sagittarius, so we already think we know everything, and we have the mentality that we don't get into arguments unless we know what we're talking about. So I'm a brick wall all the time. I try to change, but it's hard when you're right.
I was just gonna say, like, as I'm a Libra, so of course I could tell you all kind of ways to balance it out that I'm right. What I'm saying? I could show you both sides of how it would come to
Yep.
I'm right. You know, Evan, appreciate you subscribing. Yep, this is weekly. My apologies for last night. Hey, I could blame everything technical difficulties, the traffic, all that good stuff. But we wanted to bring a good show, so we got all the elements here tonight. So thank you for being here on a Monday, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. So we got some great topics, great questions for everybody. Now, as you see these, like there's going to be a lot of different questions as you can, see scrolling. So definitely pick some out. And then just kind of if you want to comment in the chat, this is going to be very interactive. Me and Scott are going to definitely give our perspective. Try to we try to be non-biased, try to, be fair-minded and be real at the same time. So
Yeah.
yeah, my girl might chime in too. So if you hear your comments from the back too, you know, everyone's involved.
So what's up first?
All right, the first one, let me see.
Well, we got to cover what it is, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. So first, let's go to that. What is brick wall syndrome? I used to have a song, it was called Brick Wall. And it was basically, like when you're pretty much trying to talk to someone and it's just, how I always see this is like you're like just giving your all and everything like that, and then it's just like for nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Talking to a brick wall. That's brick wall syndrome.
Yeah. Well, what happens when you're driving or you're moving and you hit a brick wall? You go nowhere. You just stop. And that's what I think brick wall it's like nothing moves forward. It's just right there. You're stuck. You ain't getting your point across, nothing's penetrating, nothing.
And that's the worst thing. Like now, imagine like as guys, we don't we don't like expressing ourselves. We don't like explaining ourselves. We don't like nothing. And then like imagine you do this, give everything you got. Oh, blah 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 blah. Oh, and at the end of it, like nah, yeah, you lied. Like you're like "Oh, I didn't want to talk. It's wild. Like
It's very frustrating.
yeah, I don't know. I really don't like to talk a lot, and that's why I think like it really is frustrating. I think when you try to give, because for us it's different. Like what when if I say I tried to do everything I could for you, what does that mean? To what that means to me is different from what it means to her.
Oh,
You
for
know what I mean?
sure.
It's what I think I gave everything to her. It's like I don't want that. It wasn't enough. It was, so it's different perspective. It's us trying to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
What up? What up?
Oh man.
Got me in
The
these
coach is
streets.
in the
These
house.
streets. I'm a traveling podcaster right now.
We outside right now. He said
No,
we out.
actually, I'm doing my nightly walk. I try to get my steps in and shit.
Yeah, say hello to the people, man. We got Heaven, we got Twilights, we got Marcus Banks, we got Michael. Raiders versus Pats, week 1, baby. Yes, sir.
Hey, you
My
see what I
Raider,
got on? You see what
my
I'm
Raider.
doing? You see
Oh, see, there you go. Why you always got to ruin a good moment, man?
what I missed? What I missed? What I missed? What I missed?
No, we're talking about brick wall syndrome. I'm glad you came too, because like I said, this
Just at
was
the right time.
see, look at go dip out. See, look at okay. I was gonna say,
Nah. I just had to make sure I ain't had a robot voice.
no, you good. No, you straight. Oh, yeah, we straight. We clear today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get that fixed. But yeah, we're talking about brick wall syndrome, man. Like, I don't know, like I said, I don't know about you, but me and Scott, we're stubborn sometimes. I don't know about you. You're the perfect dude, or you know what I'm saying, the perfect relationship, or do you have
Oh
those
no no no
struggles?
no. Hey, I just had an argument 20 minutes ago.
Also,
Nah.
see,
I'm very stubborn, but you know what it is? It's not the fact that I'm stubborn because I believe I'm right. I am dealing with a woman who I'm her first relationship ever. She's dated. She's you know what I mean. She's hung out, but as far as relationship, live together, eat together, we got a kid together. I'm her first, so me stubborn is like, hey, I'm not trying to run your life. I'm just trying to give you the knowledge on the experience that I went through, and how we gon' you know what I mean, how we gon' move forward. But sometimes she don't be want to follow suit, so I be stubborn. No, I'm not gonna lie.
oh no, please do tell.
Hey, I know how to ignore it. The art of ignoring. Hey, the art of ignoring is incredible. Also, but then again, I'm the guy that when I'm mad, just let me be. So she's the whole I don't want to be mad all day. So let me scream and yell. She don't really scream and yell, but I'm just saying for the conversation, let me scream and yell, and then from there we can talk about it. Nah, let me be stubborn and be mad for a few hours. Just let me be bad. But that's a flaw, and I can accept that as a man. I'm working on it.
Scott, what you think?
I have times where I don't want to talk about something and I will just avoid it, ignore it. You know what I mean? Especially, and I hate to say this, but especially if I don't think I'm right, we can really avoid talking about it at all. You know what I mean? Let's just move on.
Nah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Like, I think my oversee, and I'm gonna tell you my flaw, and I guess this is the stubbornness. I overly explain, but it comes from a sense of me, particularly growing up shy, not really developing a voice until I was in my early teens, being able to talk like I talk now. So it's still a trigger point for me when I don't feel like you're hearing me. Then I become different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me too, like I will I think I'm pretty straightforward. There's some things like I will hesitate to have a conversation, because I'll kind of mentally talk myself out of it because I feel like I know the result. And I
Mm.
feel like if I, what I'm saying, like it's kind of hard. Like if I, it's like the result. So I don't want to start that. I don't want to start that fire. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a good approach, but just for the most
Uh,
part. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't tell you whether that's a great approach or not, but I do know that that just leaves room for, um, because I think that one of the problems with in relationships and in general with humans and communication is we happen to think that when we have a relationship with someone, we have what they call already always listening. So we hear them a certain way. You know what I mean? Like if your girl picks up or you look at your phone and it's your girl calling and you think she's gonna bitch you out, she's gonna bitch you out. You know what I mean? And the way they say it works is it don't matter what she says, you're gonna hear bitching out, right? So like the practice is to allow people to just show up how they are, and I can't do it. I haven't been successful at it, but that's what they say, to like let people show up how they are, and then they'll turn around and do the same for you. But I ain't seen it.
Yeah. Like I don't know
Is it
when,
is that Jason that's shipping?
huh? You said what now?
What?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Is Jason's thing tripping or is that just me?
that's you
Yes,
trying to
you.
trying to blame me.
God damn. Okay, hold on,
Nah,
hold on, hold
nah,
on.
nah.
I'm gonna I'm
I'll
gonna go
take
out and
it
come
though.
back in. Give me a second, fellas.
I'll take I'll take it though. Yeah, appreciate everybody stopping through, man. Like, I mean, for the chat, for everybody out there, what I'm saying, like, do you? I don't know. Is that why we don't kind of get into conversations as guys? Like, is it we don't want to argue? Is it that we feel that like we're unheard? We feel like nobody nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because that really does suck. Because you, for the most part, I feel kind of like that too. Like I always, there's that nobody cares, work harder. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always heard that. I've always just took that as a mentality of life. Like that, when every time I go to the Safeway, right? The older
Oh,
lady,
yeah.
she says, how you doing? And then, hey, you know, I can't complain. Nobody will listen anyway. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But when people say that, like that's just how callous life is now. No one cares. We got our own problems. Hey, that's you. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? That type of attitude.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do. I feel like pretty much everybody's like that and experiences that, but it's a horrible way to think about things, But it's true. No, I mean, like if I want to complain about something, who's gonna listen? You know what I mean? Uh, no, everybody has their own shit going on. And I think that's one reason guys don't really talk a lot about what's going on with us, because we assume everybody has this shit going on, and you know what I mean. We just got to carry it. It's ours to carry.
Yeah. And I always, like coming up, I used to always pride myself of carrying that, like being the responsible one at a young age, like, doing like things as a kid that, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about it, but like as a young one, when you're like serving people that are twice your age and
Yeah,
all this kind of stuff, when just growing up from starting from the bottom, all this kind of stuff, it's a I don't know.
it's a good. Like you mean it's a good feeling when you're kind of in boss mode as a young one.
Yeah, yeah, like when you you think you are, what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, because like I said, like I'm older now, but you just remember those stages of just trying to grow and you know
yep.
My bad. Sorry, guys. I'm reading the chat too while I'm while I'm talking too. My bad. It was kind of throwing me off. My bad.
All right, you want another question?
Yeah, that was a good comment. Alpha One too. Appreciate that. He said you need people to bounce stuff off of. You know, even the best psychologists have people to talk to.
Yep, that's absolutely true. They actually have to have another psychologist they talk to.
Yeah. You know, damn, that's crazy. Who did your psychiatrist talk to?
Yep.
Yep. DMG salute too. Young and Alk salute. Nathan Schrader salute. Appreciate you. Yeah, my bad, guys. I got caught up reading the chat while I was talking. I'm a lot more focused. People are gonna start thinking I'm brain dead too. They're like, "Damn, he's did." Nah, but yeah, like the whole thing with this is to form communication, right? Like in relationships, it's really hard for us to communicate for some reason. Like when life is really supposed to be simple, you know what I'm saying? But it just somehow, I don't know if it's social media or just what we see on TV and all that kind of stuff, but it's hard for us to kind of work as a team because the whole misogyny, feminist movement, the independence when we're better together. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as we fight to be independent and I don't need you and I don't need you and all this, but we do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's certain stuff that I'm not good at. There's certain stuff that you may not be good at. There's certain stuff that Vic's not good at, like internet. No, 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 but like there's certain things that we balance each other out with the yin to the yang.
Yep. Well, another thing is it's so hard because there's so many levels in relationships, right? Like there's so many things happening on any given day. It's like two people trying to be together, two people trying to communicate, but the both of them are in their heads. You know what I mean? And like I'm telling myself things, I'm assuming things about the other person. They're assuming things about me. And like who knows, how many things go by without you even talking about them. And then, that those are levels of things. And I think one of the craziest things in a relationship is like uh how oh my screen went off. Oh, okay. There we go. Um how I forgot what I was gonna say. Move on. I totally lost. My screen
Yeah,
went off
hey,
and I was like, wait, hold up.
yeah, damn, I was waiting to.
Me too.
He
I don't
said,
know, it's gonna be good too.
he said that sounds like just it's like ooh, Zavu, Zavu, Zavu. But but yeah, it's tough. Like I can, my thing is, yeah, it really is hard talking about yourself because before you go to talk about yourself, you always think about, damn, like how can I say this without sounding like a bad person or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, but to keep it honest, like I guess in the beginning we all start off trusting. Trusting everything people say, everything, life is good and all that kind of stuff. Depends on
Yeah.
your environment, how you grew up or whatever. But for the most part, we grow up pure until we're tainted or, what I'm saying, until we're, you know, until we choose to go the other way. But like for me, I started off, oh, we got a guest in the building. Hello, sir.
What's going on, guys? I forgot you were on tonight.
It's all, it's all good, man. We're talking about brick wall syndrome,
Explain.
stubbornness.
Explain.
Oh, that stubbornness. That you ever heard that expression? Talking to you is like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah, I've been there, done that, still doing that.
Oh man, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I look like you know, talk to people, they don't listen. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
What's up, Scott? How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing better. Coach Vic, how you doing?
Man, I'm good. Good. How you doing, man? I've been waiting to meet you, man. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, me too, man. I'm doing good, brother. How about yourself?
Man, I'm out doing my nightly walk. You know what I mean? He called me on a nightly walk night, so I'm just getting my exercise in. I'm a diabetic, so I'll be having to make sure I get them steps in.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Do your thing. Do
Good
your
looking
thing.
out.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
For all the diabetics out there, man, get them walks in.
I'm
Yes,
impressed with
yes,
that.
yes. Make sure you get your walks in. Make sure you're eating as best as possible. I know with diabetic, we still slip up from time to time, but just do what you can. That's all we can say nowadays. Do what you
Yeah,
can.
sometimes you got to taste for something. You can't have it, but shit, you want to live.
I look. I
Let
actually went to. I'm not finna promote this cup because they ain't paying us. But I just went to the 7-Eleven, and I got me diet. I ain't never had diet in my life. I
And
mean
he
zero
tried
sugar. I ain't never had zero sugar. So we're gonna see what this zero sugar tastes like.
Damn. And tonight's a night full of cliffhangers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what zero sugar tastes like. So we finna see.
this is what it says: zero sugar.
Yeah, we finna see what this. What is this? Coke Zero. We gonna see what they talking about.
That's crazy, JR. That's crazy. That's wild. You sound like Vic.
What happened? I can't really see the chats on my end.
How you said all this for the Raiders to go 4-13. That's funny. It meant more
Man,
like
Oh,
13
you
than that.
said the Raiders is going. You know what? I thought we was doing that for what is that Sunday podcast?
Yeah, we're gonna say that for Sunday. But
yeah.
you know,
I definitely got some things to talk about Sunday for you.
yeah. So basically, well, in fact, we got some in fact, I'm gonna go to the questions real quick, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, so we got um are women aware when they're emotionally aggressive?
No,
Mm.
no, because
No, no,
women use their emotions constantly, all the time. What I think of. They judge things by their emotions. The emotions. Men are logical. We think things through. Most of us, 99% is 90. Can't say
Sounds like
all.
you got this one.
You
Hmm.
know, we think things through. We think before we speak. We think before we act. Women just, phew, most women do. I mean, no, I can't put it on all of them, but most of them do.
I like to use the logic versus emotion. I think I might have touched on it a little bit last week, but
Mm-hmm.
I look at the logic versus emotion, meaning I can give a perfect example. You and your girl can be arguing, and I'm not gonna say all women are like this. Once again, y'all know me. I'm just speaking from my experience.
Right.
Uh, it can be a scenario. It can be about you can be talking about a bill. You can be talking about just some random BS, but you and your girl can have a disagreement. Her emotion is to scream, yell, do all these different things, call you at your name. And I'm not saying guys don't do it. I'm just saying for this conversation purposes, her emotions got her everywhere. After you yell, after you scream, the logic says, how do we fix this afterwards? So I'm
Mhm.
bypassing the negative energy. Let's just figure out how to fix this.
That's maturity
Um.
right there.
Well,
So
I
I,
look. Go ahead.
I,
Go ahead.
I, I think that there's beneficial. Like both of those belong in the equation. I think that yes, logically, like logic is where the answer lies, right? Like logic allows you because feelings aren't facts. You can have all the feelings in the world, but it don't mean that either they're true or they're they sometimes just don't matter. However, if you don't address feelings, so I believe it's logic first, right? Use
Mhm.
logic to figure out the answer. Then you could allow. Then you could talk about how it made you feel. But like, let's get to the answer first. You know what I mean? But you gotta get rid of the emotions eventually because they'll just go away and come back as something else.
Well, when you're emotional, they have what they call an emotional outburst. They
Hmm.
will say things. They would. I mean, like I said, I'm going to both men do it too sometimes. Women do it mostly, but they will say things. They won't let you speak. As soon as you say something, but just and then they'll pick on something that they know they can trigger you. They'll try to find something there in there to say something to you to trigger you to get you upset so you can turn emotional. So they'll have an emotional battle. And usually emotional battles between men and women, men are losing. They lose. I think the women are undefeated right now, and they will remain undefeated because their emotion runs high.
Yeah, girls cut you. They cut you deep. Like they cut you with some words, boy. But then if we do that, let me say some shit. This, you know what I mean? Like, and then kind of cut them deep, and then then I'm a a-hole for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. But they can say whatever they want to. It's crazy.
That's only when they get us on their playing field though. Like
Exactly.
that, like exactly like you said, if they trigger us and we go, we're done. However, if we master, you know what I mean? Like it's very easy to see where emotions are coming from. And like just because this emotion's like blowing up over here, you know it's something over here, right? Like it's just because you didn't do something for her. So like when you master that, then it's like you just don't even pay any attention. Be like, okay, well, when you figure out that you're really mad about this, you know what I mean? You come holler at me. And that'll flip the script every time. You know what I mean?
It's sometimes that works, sometimes it don't, because when you get to that
It can,
stage where when they at you, and then you're like, okay, okay, and you like just don't pay attention to it, they get more angry and more emotional. That's when they start cutting you deeper and deeper and deeper.
yeah.
Just to get a rise out you. Just like I gotta say something to piss them off
Yeah,
or do
it could
something
work
to piss
or
them
it
off.
could get you killed. Either
Mm.
one.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
they say you never listen to me. No, I am listening to you, but what you're saying is not what we're talking about. What are you talking about? It does not make any sense to me. What I'm trying to say to you is that, what I mean, that's how it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that your stuff is small, but you're cheating. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Like, how are we doing both? Like, come on now.
No, oh, they'll put that phrase, "A real man would."
Yeah. I'm like, well,
Okay,
go get your real man.
exactly. I say, but if I'm not a real man, then go find anyone, then you can leave me alone.
Hmm.
Keep
Yeah,
my
please,
sanity together.
please. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah. The worst thing you could do is just follow that up with, well, a real woman. Mm-mm. That
Nah,
you never get in that ring with them. Like you said, they're undefeated.
yeah, you'll get in that ring and get knocked out. You will be like going against Mike Tyson in his prime. Like you go in there think you can do it, put. You wake up two
Yep.
days later, like, where am I?
Yeah, and you can't never say nothing to a woman that she hasn't already said to herself. So in the battle, she's like, "Oh, please," you know what I mean? Mm-mm. Yeah, I'd rather not.
No, I don't. I'm gonna. What I'll do. I'll say my piece. I'll say, well, this how it goes. This how it should go, or this how it will go, and then I'm done with it. I said my piece. Whether you heard it or listened to it, because two things: listening and hearing. They can hear you, but they ain't listening.
Hmm.
I heard what you said. Then what I say? Well, you said, oh, you know what you said. Something like that.
Yeah.
Believe me, I've been through that before. I'm 6 years, 61 years old. I experienced all that madness, and now I don't. So I stop that because I'm not losing my mind over. Sometimes it be the smallest things.
Amen.
It's always
Be the
small.
smallest things. Like, come on now. What are we arguing about this? This is nothing. We can solve this. You solve it together, or I'll solve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, man, arguing is stress. It's stress. It kills you. You know what I mean? I just came out of a 5-year relationship where it was nothing but arguing, and like my peace and my brain, like everything was hurting. You know what I mean? And I literally probably lost another 5 years of life just doing that. So
Hmm.
I can't live like that.
No, nobody should, man or woman. Doesn't make sense. There's a way to.
Nope.
No, the word I'm looking for is called communication. If you can't communicate, then you can't do anything with it. You got to communicate. I talk, you talk, or you
Yep.
talk, I talk. Let's resolve this issue. But some women, like I said, sometimes some men will go in there in an argument and knowing they're right without all the facts. You know, get your facts
Mhm.
together first before we start this debate. But if you have the facts, you just run off the mouth by everything else. Because I noticed in my time, let's say like what Sean just said, arguing about a bill. Okay, no sense arguing about it. One or the other guy get paid, so we got to resolve the issue of getting paid. Let's resolve that issue. But then when we're trying to get resolved, the bill will go to, oh, you didn't wash. Plus, you didn't wash the dishes last night. What did that have to do with what we're talking about? You see, so they go off in that tangent.
That's dead right. That's exactly. And I sometimes I'm like, I think I'm like, are you messing with me, or is this, like what are we really talking about? Like what is this really about? That's where we really get confused because we see more kind of straight to the point. We're more the big picture of the facts, whatever, and then with them it's it could be a dream, it could be like how they woke up that day or how their friend told them a story,
Oh,
and then what I'm saying, like it's nothing that has to do with what's actually going on at that moment.
and that's another problem too. They talk to their girlfriends. My man, he's an asshole, and then they're gonna put them thoughts in your girl's head and say, "Oh, all men are assholes." So, where are you getting this from? Well, my girlfriend's man does this. I don't do that. Then what's the problem? Well, you might. I'm like, why are you
Well,
saying that?
you should have met him first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Exactly.
please, nobody. If you like, take relationship advice from anybody who's not in a successful relationship. Like, don't do it because, like, you follow their. You're just gonna be just like them. Like, and not that successful people can really tell you how to. Each relationship is different, but like, it don't make sense to be taking advice from your girl who ain't who ain't kept a relationship for longer than 3 months. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I
Exactly.
can take advice from a female who don't have a relationship at all. Like
Yeah.
what can she tell you? Because she can't keep a relationship. She jump from man to man. So how is that helping you out?
Yeah, this is one for the ones that tough it out. These are for the ones that are sticking through the madness and the emotions and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, we trying to figure it out. Because like I said, we speak a different language. It seems like, and so we trying to somehow bridge the gap of conversation in relationships. As hectic, as toxic, as crazy as it gets sometimes. We at the end of the day, we just want peace. So if we could bring peace,
That's all. No, we have to
man.
work the men have to work the hardest jobs in the world. We have to, as no, we're providers and protectors. We have to do all that. Of course, women are nurturing and everything else. That's fine. But I work a 12 hour. I work a 12 hour day. I want to come home and sit down and relax. I don't want to hear all this. "Nah, nah, 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 nah." Well, why? I got to work with people. I got to work with people all day. I hear that all day long. I'm gonna come home and have peace. I ain't saying you gotta have my dinner ready every night. I'm not saying you gotta scrub my feet. I'm not saying anything. I just want to sit there and we had a decent conversation. How was your day, honey? Oh, my day was whoa. Then let me get it out. And you wonder why men come home from work and want to get on a PlayStation or Xbox and play games just to relax.
Yeah.
No conversation.
I'm like,
I just
dude,
chill out.
what's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
we'd rather play violent games than have conversations that yeah, you know,
Yeah,
drive
yeah.
us crazy.
I want to get on Call of Duty. I want to get on Call of Duty and shoot somebody. That's what I want to do. Because I can't take this no more.
I notice when I play Call of Duty before work, I have a better experience with people. It's weird because you can tell if I've had a very bad day when I'm playing Call of Duty after work, But if I play Madden, I just play my couple games and I'm out. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can tell what kind of day if I'm, but like I said, I don't want to prove that point that that's what I do. Like I just come home and just jump on the game. Like that's the type of person that I am. Even though
Hmm.
that is what I do. So maybe, guys, do I need help? Is that where I'm going wrong?
Now you looking back the 50s and all that stuff. Um, the wives, of course, in them days, the wives have to work. They have to stay home, raise the kids, cook the dinner. Fine. Tough times has changed, of course. Now we got independent women. But look what the guy did when he comes from work. Hi, honey, I'm home. Take his shoes off, his business suit, put his smoking robe on, his slippers, sit in his comfortable chair, and read a newspaper or a book. And she didn't mess with him. She'll say, honey, dinner ready in 1 hour. Okay, dear. And that's what it was. That's living in peace.
Well, did it really go like that, or is that just what we see on TV? I can't
No, it did.
imagine it was really. Did
Yeah,
it?
it did. I said, well, back in '60s, I saw my grandma do it. Grandfather, he's worked at he used to be a maintenance engineer for a high school. And for while I was little, we stayed at their house. And he come from work, and he's tired. And then what she did, she had a drink for him.
No, that's cool.
Soon he drove up. She lit a Pall Mall cigarette, had his drink in her hand, walked to the door, gave it to him. This is every day. I'm not saying this sometimes, every day. Sat on his chair, brought him dinner.
See, that's perfect, especially if a woman wants to do that, like, it's different if she has to do it, right? But if that's the relationship you have, that's a beautiful thing. That's beautiful.
Well, they should want to do it when those days they didn't have to work that they didn't have to work like they
Yeah.
do now. So it's hard to do that now. But those days, what else she gonna do? She gonna raise the kids, take care of how clean the house, and cook dinner. Maybe go out and go shopping. Maybe play bridge with the ladies. Now I'm just sound whatever they do during the day. But by the time their husband get home, they have everything ready for him. And he's relaxed and he's happy. He's content. So the next morning he can go to work, not thinking about, damn, we argued about this crap last night again. That's stress right there. And then you get stressed out from work. So you get a double dose of stresses. And
Yeah.
see, and that wonder why some men don't want to get in relationships anymore. Because I noticed that the trend is going down with men who don't want to get married anymore. I'm not dealing with that. Why should I deal with that?
Why?
And women want, why do you want to get married? Because you guys don't value what men do. That's what kills me. And the old saying, like, we don't need men. Yeah. Guys, do me a favor. Watch, I think it's not Survivor, it's another one, where they drop 8 women off on one side of the island and 8 men on the other side. And see who survives that. I forgot what the show was called, but look at one of the shows like that. The women were struggling. The men had food, they had tents, they had everything to survive. The women they couldn't do it. They saw a snake, they panicked. But the man, what they do now, let's go kill him. That's dinner.
Not me. I'd have panicked too. I'd have cried. I hate snakes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, they saw a snake, and
I know.
I know some people scare snakes, spiders, and stuff, but it was 8 guys. So one of them gonna step up and say, "Hey, that's dinner
Yeah.
right there. You better just grab it." The
Yeah.
women just didn't do anything. They do a rocket and ran.
Yeah. See, when you can't use your assets, you know what I mean? We can't
Not,
use your assets in nature.
it's
Can't
not
flash the
they
bear.
it's not they getting afraid.
Oh,
It's
y'all
that
go.
it's
Y'all
that
in
British
trouble.
it's that British
Saying
guy.
that.
It's a British guy that does it. It's not they getting afraid, but yeah, I know you're talking about that was different. But it's not one had a group of men, a group of women of all facts of life. One guy's a lawyer, another guy's a garbage guy, and one woman's a teacher, the other one's a secretary. They're all different from facts of life. But it wasn't Naked and Afraid, but I know, but Naked and Afraid, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna be targeted tomorrow. Talking about you can't use your assets out.
Yeah, well, no, well, in this, situation, like, because it's kind of like, girls can kind of finesse, in the real world with, like with their,
It's true.
looks and stuff like that. But out there, man, you can't flash a bear. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm cool. No, go ahead. It's all good.
Have you
No,
tried it? I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
exactly.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
it. That's
mean?
pro white guy, right? Bear Grylls. That's who it is. Yeah,
Bear
Bear Grylls.
Grylls, nice
Yeah,
pro
look
what?
him up. He does that. Thanks, pro white. Yeah, a woman can use their looks all you want to, but how long you gonna look like that? You're not gonna look like that forever.
Yeah.
You gonna get older.
We don't get
Everything gonna start sagging, and it won't look like the same.
yeah. See, like we don't get that. We don't get that luxury. We don't
That's it.
get that.
What?
No, you're good. Of like just getting, girls get a lot of perks. And yes, I'm jealous. But no, girls get a lot of perks just just by being girls. A girl could walk in broke and get everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wild. But
Um.
If they play the cards
Uh.
right. But that was back then, dude. I don't think it. I'm looking now at some of these programs and stuff on TV, YouTubes, and all that stuff, and it don't apply at that anymore.
I mean,
You know,
okay, look, I'm not normally this type of guy, but I do have to say, the whole world is set up for men, right? Like girls do get like little things, but the whole world it's a man's world. Like, so I don't think we recognize that enough. But everything is ours. We just take it. So, wow, girl, yeah. I'm sorry. That's just I hear my mom talk about it. Boy, if you don't say something,
let's go. That's
well,
what
it
I'm
is
saying.
actually you're right because actually the men built the world. Everything you see, hear, and look at is basically built a man. Not saying women didn't do anything. Don't get me wrong, but basically everything your cell phone you're using, your computer you're using, this is done by men. The car you're driving is done by men. Those actually the clothes these girls wear on their back is done by men. They don't want these the designers are men. Most of the designers are men. High fashion.
that is true.
You talking about Versace and all that. Those are men. Those guys they design those clothes. You see those girls on the red carpet. What do you want? I want Versace. And Versace was what? A man. What you eating? I mean a lobster brick, bit bisque. Yeah, who invented that? A man. So I'm not
We are
saying,
going
like
to
I
get
said,
canceled.
I'm not saying women didn't do anything. They had a lot of impact on everyday life too. They do. I give them credit for that. They had a lot of impact on everyday life. They did things.
Yeah, I would say we couldn't get any of the stuff done that we do without them. Probably,
Well, we
like
do
at
that
least
for.
supporting us,
Well,
and we
you got
do
to
it for them.
yeah, we do it for them. That we do this for them. That's what it is. You
Yeah.
know, because
That's true.
if you look at it, if you have two cars,
Because
you have a beautiful car and a nice car. Which car you let your woman drive?
beautiful car.
The nice car, right?
Yeah,
Same here.
yeah. Well, pretty much whichever one she wants, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you prefer to drive a nice car because you want to feel safe and safe in a nice car. You don't want to break it down the middle of the road.
But what if
No.
she has brick wall syndrome and she's like, no, baby, I want the truck. I want you to have the pink bug. Chris like, nah. He's like, nah.
No,
He did not even hear that question.
Yeah, he like, nah.
no. There are certain rules I do not allow. So not driving my pickup truck. I need it for work. What are you gonna take my truck for? I need it for work. No,
She's like,
you take the pink bug.
I'll drop you off. I got you. He said,
Nah, no. That truck is for me. I drive for work. I need my truck.
nah, for sure. Chris, we got a question for you too. Let's see.
Oh,
The myth that men don't want to talk versus not knowing how.
okay. Is that a two-part question? Because I don't understand the question.
No, it's basically, they say that we don't talk, but is it that we don't know how? Or is it that we don't talk? I feel we do. I feel we know how. We just sometimes have to filter because people's feelings either get hurt or you know what I mean. Like so, it's like do we want to fight? Do I want to? Is this
We
worth?
do.
It's
Yeah.
we know how to talk is when to talk. That's the thing. When to say something. I'm not. Some men might be that out of touch that they can't talk, and that's some men. Not all, but some. But there's no when to say something
Mm.
Hmm.
and how to say
Um,
something.
I
You
agree with
know.
that, and I think we just don't like. It's not that we. First of all, we know how to talk because look how we talk to our homies, right? You know what I mean? You tell your boys everything, to a certain extent, but I think the issue might be that we don't talk like women want us to talk, and just like women talk too much, we think they talk too much. They can talk a little less. You know what I mean? So, like, I just think if women could understand that we're not them, you know what I mean? And just get that, yeah, there could be maybe some improvement, but we just aren't like you. We don't talk every time we have a feeling. You know what I mean?
But see, women want men to talk because they want to hear what they want to hear. No, they want you to say something that they want to hear, and we don't always say that. That's not what I want to hear, but that's what I'm saying to you. But that's not what I want to hear. But that's what I'm saying to you. They want to make sure they want to hear. They want to hear. They want to hear what they want to hear. So it's
Yeah.
not wanting to talk. So that's what they can. That's when they get that brick wall syndrome. He ain't saying what I want him to say. No, I got my own mind. I say what I want to say.
Like I feel like just because I say what I feel is the truth, it doesn't matter how harsh I say it. You know what I'm saying? Because well, but at least I told you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like and that's something that maybe I need to I don't know, because I just feel like the truth is always better than sugarcoating and
Yep.
what I'm
But,
saying? Like I feel like it's better to just shoot it straight and like, yeah, you might be upset at the moment or whatever, but at least later on, I hope you can, appreciate like, okay, well, at least he told me the truth. And at least we know, what I'm saying? Because I mean you could work with that. You can if you tell me the truth, I can work with you, over having to filter through what you tell me, see if it's real or not. I'd rather somebody that just, even though it's harsh, at least you keep it, she keep it 100.
Yeah,
yeah.
but only about that is though you can tell the truth, but do they believe you?
Mm,
That's the thing. You know.
message.
I I get what you're saying though with I agree with that too. If I know I'm right, I'm about to let you have it. You know what I mean? I'm about to give it to you the way it is, no other way. But I have found that I also get some sort of ego on me, and then it comes out as harsh or it comes out. You know what I mean? Especially if we've already gone 2 rounds about this, and now you get I'm right. Then I'm like, you dumb mother, and like that just shuts people down. They don't want to hear it. So I think it's about being right, but it's also about how you say what's true, maybe. But I don't agree with sugarcoating either, because that's not good for you or me. It makes me a liar, and it makes you not even get what I'm trying.
Yeah, like I never feel like a guy should take the so I don't know, like let me say this right. Like how, if when the type of feeling when your girl calls you, a bitch or what I'm saying, or pussy or whatever, whatever word, does it for you. You know what I mean? And like it's kind of like how so they push, right? They push you, push you to that, but it's like it's out of emotions, right? They say that,
Hmm.
but it's like at some point, like I can't call you a name and expect you to be like, oh babe, I was just pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like it was my emotions, babe. I'm sorry. It just it don't hit it don't hit the same. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing, because like we take a lot. There's like I feel like as men, we take a lot. And like sometimes the girls don't realize the stuff that they say. And like sometimes we act like that shit don't phase us, right? But then like when the smoke clears and like maybe we in separate places or whatever like that, you like, damn, she said, she was talking about my big toe.
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I thought that was our little secret and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, but it's crazy because and we just kind of got to let it roll. But then we're good enough people, I think, to let it go. Like I feel like we don't. Yeah, we can get spiteful, but I feel like girls get spiteful on some crazy stuff. Like you watch these videos with like, the gas tank, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff to your car, the busting your windows, all that stuff. Like, all you gotta do is threaten my
This is
PlayStation.
called vandalism.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Like, but you don't
Crime.
really see good glad
Well,
guys, you know.
well, you look at it this way: when they're in a losing battle
Mhm.
and they lost all the battle, lost all hope, they'll try to strike you where it really hurts. You might put 8 hours a day in fixing your car and get it nice and chariot out, and they know that, and they know how much you love your car. They will attack your car, not you, because they can't win a physical battle. No, but they attack your car. They'll scratch. They'll key it. They'll slash your tires. They try to find a way to get at you where they know it hurts you because they're hurt emotionally.
Mhm.
You hurt my feelings. Blah blah blah. Now I'm gonna get you where it hurts it. So they can say all the bad things they want to because I'm a person like sticks and stones, man. I don't. You can say what you want. You can call me any names you want to. Just But if you go in there and tear up my car, now we got problems. Big time problems. And they'll try, like I said, they'll try to strike at you where you hurt the most.
The PlayStation.
uh, my
Yeah,
mom
you
used to
see
give me
that.
some.
I seen
My,
one of these videos, man, take the guy's PlayStation and smashed it with a hammer. Like, what the?
couldn't
And
have
that
been
was his.
me.
That's a cold hearted bitch right there, boy. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but
So my mom used to give me this advice when I was a little kid. She used to tell me all the time, if you find yourself in love with a woman, there's no point in arguing with her about anything because you've already lost. You know what I mean? And what she meant by that is when women know that men love them and like will do anything for them, they basically have you. You know what I mean? And they will use whatever tool they need to use to get to win whatever argument they need to win.
You talking
And
about? You
I
talking
don't know
about?
that that's true today, but I
You
did
talking
see
about?
that in my mom's marriage. Huh?
You talking about simps?
I'm talking about, yeah, of course. Yeah, whatever,
Yeah, No, once you give everything to a woman, they got you. They got you by their fingernail. They say, "Who? He'll do everything I want and say."
hmm
They
Oh, he
know
ain't
the.
getting it.
Yeah, that's some men, but to each his own. Some men like the abuse. I know I don't. I don't want that abuse. Our life's too hard, man, to take it. You supposed to when you with the women, you're supposed to be partners, lovers, and friends.
hmm
Okay, you're supposed to be all three of those combined. You're supposed to watch each other back, not stab in the back. Watch his back.
Yeah.
But
say
so many get so. What's the word they use? Excuse my language. I'm the boss bitch. What does that even mean? What's a boss bitch? You have
Right.
control your life. You're a boss bitch that's have no relationship, no man, no nothing. You know, staying with your girlfriends and going out and part of everything. Well, yeah, you're a boss of nothing. But you got to remember this: you're not 25 anymore. You're gonna be 45 before you know it. And then what? What you have? Nothing.
old boss bitch.
Nothing. You have a
You got
you have a bunch,
retired, bitch.
you have a, you have a, you have a, you have a bunch of cats or dogs, and that's all you have.
And the
And
dog.
your girlfriends that you hung with, probably the guy found them when men got married. Thought they were homegirls? Nah. Yeah. As soon they find one that they like and they want to beat the rest of their life, they will leave you. They will drop you like a rock.
And tell your dusty self, you need to get your man, girl.
Yeah, but all that time was telling you now. You don't need no man. Just hanging with us. You don't need man. But soon they find one, they out of there.
Exactly. Like, girl, get you somebody. Man, why you always hugged up with us?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah. Before we were hooked up together, but now I
Mhm.
got me one. Yeah, find you one now.
Mhm.
They'll switch on your heart, and that's when that emotion stuff come in. themselves. They're not happy with nothing, you
Mhm.
know. And there's a prime. The parameters now. Women that I want a man 6'4" that makes six figures. Good luck. There's only about 3% that lives. There's only 3% of men in America that lives that way. And believe me, they don't want you.
Yeah, you get a lot of like that's the only thing you're looking for. You get a lot of other character traits you didn't want. You know what I mean? Like, what about how he treats you? What about how, what about if he, all these things? But women, like, they focus on, he's got to have money. He's got to be, whatever. Get what you get.
Huh. Yeah, it's not all women, but a lot of women are. They're not all, But what's this? This is a good one, fellas. Are you all three? Are what?
Like, no.
I know, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you are, but I'm not. Um, yeah. So it just got to deal with it, I guess. So I don't deal with it no more. All right, put my foot down. I'm too old for that. Like, yeah, no, because I'll be happy by myself. I'm the only child, so I'm used to living by myself. So shit, I don't need you. I can't go do something else.
304s. You say you know what they call those types of women?
Three
That's
up
what
five.
of course.
She belongs to the streets.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ought to have
Yeah.
a body count of 1,000. Wait, you're only 29. You're only 21. How you have 1,000 men already? Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. Like for the most part, like we definitely want somebody to work with, and it's hard when you're trying to, like, guys have goals, and it's hard enough for us to kind of reach those, well, if you, I don't know, everyone sets different type of goals, but for me, I've always set goals that were bigger than me. And when you're chasing things like that, it gets stressful because you think, always in the back of your mind, you think about the possibility of failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was always the type of person, I could never listen to that. Like, I could never listen to, my people tell me, well, the chances of you making it at this is, the same chances of winning the lottery. I can't listen to that. It may be true, but I can't listen to that, because then I won't, I won't chase that dream. So if I'm listening to you, that means I believe you, and that means I believe it's not possible. So I can't listen to you. I have to keep going, and that's stubbornness that has took pretty much carried me on in life. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it's not a bad thing.
Determination is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Ambition. You gotta have ambition. I mean, you want this, you
Yeah.
want that. You gotta try to work for it. And sometimes a woman will attempt to block that because their needs are not satisfied. It's not what they need. But when you do your ambitions, you're not doing it just for you. You're doing it for all of us. Yeah, honey, I'm tired of living this 1 bedroom apartment. Let's go get a house. Got to work hard to do it, so I got to work hard, and you got to help me. I'm happy here. Are you? I'm not. I'm moving on. So, you know, obsession, ambition. What's
Mhm.
obsession? Alpha one. But you got to stick to your guns, man. You have to.
Uh,
Because these new women coming through now, or like I said, they're trying to be boss bitches. We don't need a man. Okay, good. Bye. Yes, I see you. I see you in 20 years when you're old and wrinkled, and I have a nice house and a nice lady by my side. I'll see you then. While you sitting there with 15 cats,
mm,
old and wrinkled.
yeah.
You need to get out of that. And sometimes they like you said, they need to listen. We don't have, men don't have the best advice. Some men have good advice. Some men don't. Some men are smarter than others when it comes to life. Some are just complete idiots, like I said. But you got to give them a chance. Let them say what they want to say. Give him that courtesy at least. If he's wrong, then if he's a real man, he'll say, you know what, I was wrong because I'm the
Yeah.
first person. I'm the first person I admit I'm wrong. and apologize for it.
Yeah, I've always no, I'm not gonna say always because when I was younger, I didn't know how to. I was always trying to slick my way out of stuff, and I guess finagle myself, out of trouble and all this kind of stuff. But as an adult, it's so much easier just to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's so much easier just to tell, like, hey, man, I forgot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just, call it that, like, hey, my bad. And then just make it up. Cause it means nothing if hey, I'm sorry. Hey, my bad, bro. If you just gonna keep doing the same old thing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Cause like the people, for the most part, like, if somebody owes you money and they avoid you, that's the money that you want. But it's the person that you see that tries, like, even if he's giving you like $1 here, $2 here, $3, like, hey, man, I'm gonna get it all to you, man. Don't trip. Like, and you like, man, you doing what you at least trying, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna, you're not gonna chase that, but it's the people that try to avoid you to make it tough that, it's just how people are. Just it's how you deal with me, and it shouldn't have to be like that. It's I wish everybody was just straightforward, where they just tell you, exactly what it is. Like, hey, I'm just trying to come up, bro. I'm just trying to, what I'm saying, like, get to know you, come up real quick, see if I can make some money off you, and then I'm gone. I wish everybody was just straightforward like that, and just say,
Yeah.
say what your intentions are, and it's
Nah,
on
it,
me to accept it or reject it.
it can be like that, and the world be a boring place, man. We need conflict.
No, it'd be great. It'd be great because then you know what I'm saying. When you're not straight up with people and you tell them, oh, like you're sugarcoating shit or you're just telling them whatever, then you walk away and I feel like a fool when I find out the truth. You know what I mean? Like just be straight up. Don't give me nothing that ain't right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not ignoring you, but you got a joke here. Okay, well, I'll read your joke because you said we're ignoring this ELC. So, what do you call what do you call wait?
The
What do you call a man with no arms and legs hanging on a wall? That
masterpiece.
masterpieces. I don't find the
Nice.
humor in that, but okay. I read your question. I read your joke.
Yeah, nice, Elsie. I appreciate that. Bring a little humor.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
He's a
Money.
master. He's a master, and he's a pieces. Okay,
Yeah,
I agree.
see, guys with money versus girls with money is different. Like guys will, we're most of the time the provider. Like girls like to get bags and stuff like that. You don't never hear them like really get. Well, I'm not gonna say that because there's some girls that take care of their guys too. She's pretty good to me. So, but I feel like it's different. Like, say if I hit the lotto right now, the first thing I would be like, oh, we straight. We got everything we need. We gonna be good. Say, I don't know. She hit the lotto. I don't know. She'd be like, I'm gone. You know.
No, it's like this. She'll say, "Your money is my money, and my money is my money." So
Mhm.
there it is. They won't worry about it. They'll, most women, some women, I can't say money like that. They got. They will take off soon the lotto, but soon you the lotto, they gonna want half of it, half. But they hit the lotto. I'll buy you a pair. I'll buy you a pair of Jordans. That's it. I'm keeping this.
Yeah,
Those
it's
are gonna
At
girls
least the
trip.
Jordans.
Not the good kind of Jordans neither.
Oh fuck that. Excuse my language.
brick wall syndrome. Brick wall syndrome. I have
Oh.
it. I used to have it a lot more. I'm setting my ways a little bit, but I feel like, see, is there a difference in being set in your ways or just knowing what you stand for, knowing what knowing what you like, knowing what you don't like, knowing what you go for, knowing what you don't go for. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like I'd rather be this way than to be flip
Okay.
flop. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know.
Okay, that's a good. I'm sorry, I got to read this joke. Now that's a good joke. This joke was funny. I like this one. This is a good one. You had this a good, just better. So, what does a pizza delivery man and the gynecologist have in common?
Mm-mm,
Nobody.
mm-mm.
Yeah, they both can smell it, but they can't taste it.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. I'll give you that. That was a good
Like that.
Stupid. Oh my God.
That's a good one. I like that one. That was,
Jason, to your point, I think it is fine to be like that if you're, but I also think there's a lot of benefit being a little open minded too, being willing, like
Mm.
to experience new things. But yeah, like, this is who I am. This is what I like. This is what I do. Know yourself and be that. You know what I mean? That's kind of what being a man's about. But if we're closed off to everything, then we're also missing out on shit too.
yeah.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
said it again. I just cussed.
You gotta be open minded, but you can be set in your ways, but you still gotta be open minded on different things. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys. I'm not
I
gonna
feel
say
like
this
I
wrong.
hit a brick wall already. I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you guys, man. We put in a solid hour 6.
Yeah.
And these are topics that I know we could definitely go, deeper into, and we probably will at some point. But this is just talking about certain things because, like I said, I'm set in my ways sometimes, but like the fellas just told me, there's always places where you could be open minded, but just sometimes I feel like if I start opening up here, then I'll be opening up there and open. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just me. That's just my mental of. But I'm trying to be, like I said, we're having these conversations, we're doing these shows so we can help not only ourselves but other people talk about these conversations too. Because I mean, it's different when I talk to her about it because she always wins. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's different when I talk to you guys. Then it feels like I can, we can balance this stuff together because we're all dealing with the same thing. And like, you guys are on my side versus her side because she's always on her side and she wins all the time. So, with you guys, at least I have more. I like the insight that I get from you guys too, and the chat too. The chat throws in, because I mean, we're all going through some type. Even put your hands up if you have a perfect relationship. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll wait.
I mean, I'm not in
Oh,
one, so
you
yeah.
asked the question. You asked the question.
Yeah, I was just
Ain't no
saying.
such thing as a perfect relationship. You're gonna have problems. You're gonna have things to deal with. It's how you deal with them that makes it better. Uh,
Be-
like I said, two wrongs don't make it right. Um, you gotta come to a point, and if you have a discussion about something's wrong going on, you gotta come to some type of agreement. Like I said, you guys gotta be lovers, partners, and friends, all to be have a good relationship. That's what I think. You can sit there and talk about things that need to be talked about, not just screaming at each other or not even listening to each other. Because the first downfall in the relationship, anyway, anytime, is lack of communication. That's the first way the relationship will go on a downfall, or a downward spiral. If you can't communicate, you shouldn't be together.
Mm.
You know, if you can't communicate like adults and human beings, you should be nowhere near that person.
yep.
Because I don't know about you, I don't like stress because I had a stroke because I was stressed out. Now,
Yep.
do I want to come home every day and listen to all the nagging and bitching every single day? No. Then you can either talk about it or walk away from it. Because
I
there's no
think it's
other way.
important. It's important to remember that if you're with somebody, you're not with them because, you're enemies. You're with them because you're supposed to be on the same team against the world, or whatever. But like when you find yourself calling your partner bitches and ass, all that, like you might want to reevaluate. At least look at what you're doing and who you're doing it with.
Right.
Mm.
Like I said, the man can be wrong in the conversation with the woman. He can be wrong, but you gotta be man enough to admit that you know what, you're right, I'm wrong. You have to do that. Women also have to come to terms that everything you say out your mouth is not always right. You know, so come to terms. That basically because me and my girl argue. We'll say our piece. Blah blah blah. A couple of days later, we're fine with it.
Yeah.
You know, but you got to come to that agreement. You
I
know, if
don't
you want to
care.
be together, come
Right.
to that agreement.
I don't really want to fight no
No
more.
more.
Right?
Yeah, oh man, Tampa Bay. He said Diddy Nation. I mean Raider Nation. Oh man. Tune in tomorrow night. We will talk about Tickle Fest.
No, we won't. We're talking about running backs. I don't want nothing to do with that guy no more.
Yeah,
We're
that's
talking about running backs. I don't want to talk
I'm
about.
glad. I'm glad I'm Sunday night then.
yes, sir.
I don't
Yeah,
want. I don't want. I don't want to talk about no man tickling guys' feet and kissing on their forehead.
yeah, that's crazy. But that's gonna be
What?
for another show. Yeah, we got man. Only it's about that time,
Even
man.
I don't want to talk about that. Come on now.
Yeah,
Yeah, like wait,
it's
hold on,
wild.
Jason. Hold on, Jason.
Oh my bad.
Yeah, you know, you're right. We're never right. We're always wrong. Always. You're right.
He said, "You right, right."
You're right. We're always. You're right. We're always wrong. In women's eyes, we're always wrong.
Oh,
Everything is wrong.
I'm wrong right now.
So let's just run and go say we're sorry.
Yeah,
No,
Don't apologize for something you didn't do.
never.
That makes you look guilty.
yeah. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Vic, we will see you next week. He will be back. Scott, we will see you next week. Chris, hopefully we'll see you next week.
What Sunday? We'll see.
Yeah, Sunday night. It should be cracking. That's what I say.
What's the topic next Sunday?
Next Sunday, I believe. Oh my goodness, I got.
Gold
You don't
diggers.
know, huh? He don't know.
Gold diggers.
We say. He said, "Go,
Gold
go,
diggers.
go." Let's talk about that. That's actually a good topic.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Yeah.
But you know what? No, bro. You know what?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Has the world gone crazy? We're gonna talk about it, man.
All right.
There you go, Frank.
And
All
so
right, guys.
we will be back tomorrow night. The Cover 3 show. We will be talking everything Raiders and California and
Well,
Vegas.
it's gonna be able to run
Go
back.
Cowboys. Go Cowboys.
I won't talk.
Scott,
I won't
Scott.
talk about tickle.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, when I see Doc said the Tickle Me Wilkins, that was crazy. That was so
That
funny.
was Frank.
Yeah.
Tickle me Wilkins, though. Jeez.
Yeah. Everybody that is still in the building, please, if you haven't already, hit the sub for us. Give love to everybody. Appreciate you guys coming through, and don't be shy, man. Let's talk about this stuff, man. Like, I know, if you got problems, man, put it on a platform, man. We're all in here. There's good people in here. It's a good chat. We're all brothers, and a few sisters we got in the chat. We're all here for each other, and we're here to work some of these things out. So don't take it like you can't come in here, because we all go through stuff, man. We're not perfect. Like, we all share stories of our failures and all of our.
Speak for yourself, man. I'm perfect.
You know what I mean? Well, I mean, Chris, of course, is perfect, but you know what I'm saying? Me, I fall short. You know what I'm saying? I fall short sometimes, but I mean well. You know what I'm saying? So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
All right.
All right.
I got a fans in here. We appreciate everybody from Victor Garnett, JD Morgan, My 2 Cent, Wear the Flag. We got Tampa Bay 813, Frank Weber, JD. I'm not bueno. I hope you are bueno. Alpha One, I appreciate you, brother. I will see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific.
Yes, sir. LC, thank you for the jokes.
And we'll talk about the Cowboys for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will make the playoffs, but they will not make it outside of the first.
They'll make the payoffs, not the playoffs. The payoffs.
The payoffs.
Oh, y'all coming for me now.
Ali, Ray the Hole, Fred, let me see, Damn T, ASAP Hood, what up? Put it in. Lexi, Vegas, Lexi in
There's
Vegas.
just a lot of people.
Hell yeah, cool
These are
Kev.
my Raider people right here.
Yep.
Where's the flag? I'm not bueno. Those are my Raider people.
Logan McMahon, Twitch Red, Pro Wood,
Frank
Nelpar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
Raider
welcome.
Pete.
These
Shoot.
are that's Raider Nation right there representing.
Yeah, Jamal or Jamil, Geomax, Zach. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. JR Mac 100. Steve Alpha 1, just a guy. BW 27. Everybody showed up tonight. Appreciate it. Big dub.
Yeah, show tomorrow night. It'll be good. They got a Philly fan. There you go.
Yeah, bring it. We talking sports tomorrow too. We covered 3, man. We covered it all. So we
Well,
will
so
see.
they can talk about is 3 things. Well, 4.
Mm.
Money, cars, sports, and
Mm-hmm.
winning. So what else we got to do?
Man, we got time. Yes, sir. We outro.
All right.
See you guys.
Sir. Yes, sir. Listen.
Bye, y'all.
All right.
Hey, come on. I don't know why they mad at me. Is it cause I rock hoodie and jeans? Is it cause I rock these rated tees? Is it cause I do it for my team? Less effing, oh.